everyone, welcome to Morning Laziness. This is Nilima KS and today we are bringing to you an interview session with Ms. Danielle Payton. Morning Laziness is an online magazine dedicated to women. It showcases various articles, personal life stories and interview sessions on different matters concerning women. And today our interviewee, Ms. Danielle, happens to be the co-founder of Kuudose Media. So let us welcome our interviewee. Oh, before going to the interview, there is something new happening in Morning Business for you guys. So we have recently launched our NFT collection called Women in Metaverse. So feel free to check out our new collection and don't forget to purchase your favorite meta character from OpenSea. So hi Danielle.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
Great, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing good too. Right. So since you're on board with Morning Laziness, how do you normally kickstart your day?
So every morning I wake up. I just actually adopted a puppy a year ago. Prior to adopting her, I would like to start my day at 5 a.m. I go through my emails, then I would get out of bed, make a cup of bone broth, finish reading my emails, and then reset and restructure for my day ahead. Now it's a little different. She likes to sleep in, and unfortunately I have to sleep in a little, but then we go on a 1.5 mile walk. We go get our tea or coffee and water, and then we come back. Then that's when I start doing emails, and then we'll go for an afternoon walk. And then the day.
That sounds cute. So how is it like being a pet parent? How long have you been one?
A little less than a year. It's a new journey for me. It's very new. I never had an animal growing up, and I was presented the opportunity to adopt she was 7 pounds at the time, a 7-pound Cavapoo named Stevie Nicks, and I fell in love with her, and she's my daughter now.
Oh, that's so cute.
She literally lights up the room. Biggest personality.
Right. So what made you smile today?
Stevie, she's hysterical. You just can't not appreciate, like, she's cute and she knows she's cute, but I don't know how to explain it. She just is the most adorable human, not even human. She is like a human, but she's the most adorable creature that just brings joy to everyone that comes into contact with her.
Mm-hmm. Well, so how long do you work out on regular basis?
This is an interesting question. People always are like, that's not possible. The genuine answer is I do our kuudose workouts online. My favorite workouts are the 4-minute abs, the 10-minute arms, the 8-minute Pilates abs, and then there's another 10-minute arm workout. So maybe cumulatively total under 15 minutes a day, not including going on the walks, which I do consider exercise. But if we're talking about sit-ups, push-ups, lifting weights, squats, that fun stuff, under 15 minutes.
That's great. So were you a fitness enthusiast from the very beginning itself?
Growing up as an athlete, I was always into fitness, and it was always a part of my life. I kind of tapered off when I was in college and then when I was getting my master's. And when I came back from America from getting my master's, I actually weighed 209 pounds, and I tested as a pre-diabetic, and diabetes is genetic and runs in my family, so my life kind of had to turn around, and they said you needed to get into shape. So the first thing I did was I changed my eating habits, and then eventually I finally considered even the option of working out, and that's when I started to walk, and walking was what kickstarted my refound love of fitness and getting back into shape. Walking does more for people than they know, and I think it's so underrated.
Mm-hmm. Right. My mom loves walking. She thinks it's the best exercise in the world. But I say, like, you should try. You should try other exercises too, like squats and the pelvic floor exercises, which also have got other benefits. But she's like, no, walking is the best. I'm doing walking. That's it.
I think there are a bunch of exercises across the board. I think pelvic exercises falls into a different category. But what I also love about working out is once you know your body, you find what works for you. just because something's like a cult type of workout, whether it's spinning or boxing or cardio, whatever it may be, some people go to those classes and they're like, I'm not losing weight. And that's great. But they're like, I love it. I love the energy. But if you want to lose weight and are actually determined, it's like a different angle. And you have to say, if that's not working for me, even though I'm burning all these calories, what can I do differently? I always preach, like, find what works for you. What worked for me, including dropping all that weight from 209 to whatever I am now. My secret was walking in under a 15-minute, lifting weights and doing abs. So find what works for you and embrace it.
Right, that's a very sweet message for all women readers. Well, so the journey might have been hard. So what exactly motivated you to keep going?
What motivated me to keep going on my fitness journey and weight loss, or business, or all of the above?
All of the above.
The fitness and weight loss journey kind of went hand in hand. I did plateau at a certain point, and then I realized I needed to change up my fitness routine at the time. So then I had to incorporate other exercises by trial and error and see what was working for me. At that same time that I was plateauing, the pandemic hit, and I was a publicist at the time, working with mainly companies in New York City, and our clients were in health, wellness, and beauty. And what we saw when gyms were closing and hair salons were closing, let's focus on like the gym part though, in terms of working out, all these trainers were going online and giving these workouts for free on Instagram Lives and posting the workouts step by step and position by position, breaking it down. And we're like, you're giving away your livelihood. And no one knew how long the pandemic would last. So we came up with this idea to have pre-recorded online workouts under 30 minutes, because how are you supposed to say, hey boss, sorry, like for the people in the corporate world, sorry, I can't be in this meeting because I have to work out with my favorite trainer at 11 o'clock who's going live and they're not recording it. And I can't miss that workout or else I'm not going to work out. Like, there had to be an alternative solution that the trainers also benefited on. On top of that, so we wanted to bring fitness like affordable, accessible. Not only that, we had our trainers, unlike other fitness companies, I guess you would say, we encourage them to use what you have and make it work. Like, you don't have weights, that's not an issue. Use water bottles, use wine bottles, use a jug of water if you don't have a dumbbell. Like, we really encourage kind of like grassroots, like, don't stress about not having it. Like, we will find a solution for you. So that kind of evolved over the pandemic, and with the trainers creating that content, me as a publicist going into this was like, if you create content, then I can help get you exposure in the media. So it was kind of like a win-win situation for everyone. Plus the trainers get a percentage of everyone that signs up to the platform in perpetuity.
Right. So do you particularly indulge in any sort of meditations?
Not really.
Okay.
I've tried the practice of meditation and mindfulness. As I say, find what works for you. There are days where it works for me and other days where I'm just not into it. Like, not for me. Some days and other days, I try though, and I have tried. I will say that.
Great. Now, talking about the Kuudose Media, what are some key programs that you're planning to implement this year?
So we are working on strategic partnerships, and also we are working on helping individuals who don't have access to basically, like, I don't know how to say this without giving away too much info. We're helping individuals who don't have access to like mainstream utilities to help give them hope. And we're trying to do that through fitness. So we're presenting and supplying videos in exchange to help them with their mental and overall well-being. Because when you work out and you feel better, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. And you just feel better about yourself when you work out. Right.
So what were some challenges you had found while building this platform?
Pardon?
Oh, it's okay, no problem.
Obviously it was during the pandemic and everyone, it was pivoting at every other second. So it was the challenges we faced originally was timelines, like was the world going to open? Was it going to close? Were we going to launch it? And then it was going to open. I mean, there were so many challenges. Did we decide, okay, let's make it live? What are we going to do? I mean, I guess it was just like everyone else in the pandemic. How are you going to do it? Do you just do it and execute? Or do you try and then you're like, okay, maybe let's hold back? We went for it. The challenges then we faced going forward were the technology keeping up with the content that we were receiving and uploading, because when you're receiving like 500 videos and you can only upload X amount per time from one computer. I mean, so basically we were up against technology and we were up against the pandemic. Those were our obstacles.
Right. So where do you see kuudose media the next 10 years?
I see it more in the transformative space in regards to bringing awareness to help individuals feel better about themselves. I know we are also a fitness platform, but I think I think we are planning this larger outreach and expansion into communities who don't have access.
Right. Now, lastly, what do you think this world needs the most?
Positivity and happiness and love.
And why do you think so?
I mean, with everything going on, everyone just, I feel like nobody feels like themselves anymore, and nobody knows how to feel, and nobody knows what's going on. I mean, everything we're told, there's 500 different stories of one sentence that comes out. So I think if there's some positivity and some happiness and some love, maybe people will start feeling a little bit more secure about the situation to then be able to move forward.
Right. Lastly, what message would you like to share with our women readers?
To do you and be yourself. You don't ever have to follow the trend, whether it's working out or fashion or jobs or what people expect you to do. Like, be you and do what makes you happy, because you only have one life to live. And honestly, like, especially as what we're going on today, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And there's no better time than to focus on you in the present.
Right. So on that beautiful note, we come to the end of this interview session. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your time. And thank you, audience. Hope you had a great time with us today.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.